thank God for the storm. We need the storm in order to appreciate the good things. You know what I mean? If you don't have a storm, if you don't go through periods in your life when your life has a storm, then you don't know how to appreciate the periods in your life, to show appreciation for the periods in your life. When things are good, when it looks like this outside, when it's beautiful and bright and sunny, to be able to sit back and talk and kick it with a friend. You know, you need bad times and bad relationships to know how to honor the good out loud, right? But in manifesting change in your life, like you're tired of going through something, you're tired of sitting in the same place, you're tired of seeing the same people, you know what I mean? You're tired of feeling the same way about certain situations. You yourself have to, in the mirror, do work. You have to manifest change, and manifesting change takes work. And it's something you can only do for yourself. You can pray about it all day, but prayer without action is only thought. Prayer without action is only thought. There's no such thing anymore as praying and waiting. We don't live in the days of our grandparents. We just pray and just wait on God. No. You pray and you act. You've got to do your part, because in your life, in the things that you do and the actions that you do and your theft list that you live in, you know, when it comes to being a human being, in those places in your life, you are God. And everything you can do humanly possible for yourself to elevate yourself, to manifest change, you do that. And through prayer, you leave the rest up to God. See, people hear about faith, and you hear about faith, and you don't really know what faith is. But I need you to know that faith is not just believing. Faith is trusting God. Trusting God to handle your situations. Trusting God to allow yourself to get through or bypass something, because you know that no matter what you're going through, He's going to work it out. That's trust. Trust. Like, you know that when you paid your light bill, when you come home, when you click that switch, it should come on. You trust that because you paid your bill. So in life, pay your bill. You know, push forth and be good to people no matter what. Consistently good to people. Smile in the midst of it because you can. Call your mother, call your father, call your sister, call your brother because you can. Forgive people now because you can. Because in the blink of an eye, situations change and you can't. How do you know one day you won't have a stroke and you can't speak and say the words, I love you? You can't say the words, I forgive you. You can't say the words, I miss you. So use your voice when you can, while you can. I was praying to God about something, and a message was given to me to be still. And I'm talking to God about that, and you know what? You can be still, but still work. I'll be still, God, because I know what you have for me, because I believe in the image of my life that you've given me. So I'll be still in that facet. But in order to be ready, I'm going to do my work. In order to be ready to receive whatever the blessing is that you have for me, I'm going to work on me. You know what I mean? That's how you manifest change. Become change. You don't like doing the same things, then stop. You don't need a crowd of people to do different things. All you need to learn how to do is have fun with yourself. Be in good company when you're alone. You understand what I'm saying? And through those actions, when you go out and start seeking life, the universe has a way. Once you start walking towards something in your life, once you want something in your life and you start to manifest change and you believe in it and you walk towards it. Everybody doesn't have to believe in your vision. Don't even tell everybody about your vision that God has for you, because what God has for you is an exclusive thing for you. And if you tell too many people about it, they burden you with their wonders, their worries, their questions, the naysayers. You know what I mean? Don't worry about them. Because you trust God. You trust God. You have to learn how to trust God. You know? Become change. It starts in your house. With how you, in your house, and I mean in your body. Treat people good. Be of good conscience. When God lays it on your heart to tell somebody the truth, do not ever, it is a sin before God to ever love someone and not give them the honest truth about who they are or what they've done. Just because you hold somebody accountable for action does not mean you love them any less. That means I love you. I'm telling you this about yourself because I love you. And no, I'm not judging you because you're my friend, bitch. Man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Excuse my language, but sometimes you have to speak into people the language that people understand. So, I'm your friend. So I'm being honest with you, and you can receive it or not. Be careful in how you handle people. Be honest with your friends. Tell them the truth. Be different. Go against the fire. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't even matter what people say socially, that who you should be or what you should be. What matters is what you see when you look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror at yourself, ask yourself the question, who is that? Who is that staring back at me? What has he done? Who loves him? What is he capable of doing? What's holding him back? What does the best version of myself actually look like to me in the mirror? And once you identify who that person is, what they're capable of, what they're worthy of, what you think that they should achieve in their life, then it's up to you to go get it. And when you start walking towards what you want, the universe has a way of surrounding your life in accordance with your action. You'll be surrounded in accordance of your actions. If you feel like you want to live a grand life, a lavish life, but you do the work for that. If you want to be surrounded by people that love you and treat you well and make you laugh, then in life, in the mirror, become that for your people. Be there for people. Do you understand why we drop to our knees when we pray to God? Do anybody understand that? Like, we drop to our knees to honor God. That's how you honor God. That's the first thing you do in prayer. In order to honor him, you bow down because of the things he's done in your life, the places he took you in your life, the fire he's walked you through in your life. When you look back on your life and see all the things that God has done for you, how dare you pray to him and don't drop to your knee? Yes, you can talk to him out loud, but when you're talking to him for real, honor God. In your action, honor God. That doesn't mean you have to... by the way, I'm not a church person like that. I'm a spiritualist. When I was younger, it was abide by the word, abide by the word, abide by the word. But I understand that people have weaponized the word. And I'm not here to judge anybody. Like, how dare King Thought judge anyone else when I know that I have my own things that God is working on me for? How dare? But judge people by their spirit. Be bound to them by their spirit and by action. Teach people how to treat you. Love people anyway. You don't have to, just because you break ties with someone does not mean you gotta go spilling their business out talking about them, even if they do that to you. Be an example of the man or woman that you want to be. Be the example to yourself of the friend you want to be. And nothing else matters. But it all starts with trust. With trusting God. Manifest change in your life by action. Do the work and pray. Don't pray and wait. That is no. No. Pray, work, and walk. And you might say, I don't know how to do it. Everybody doesn't know. So this is what you do. This is what I do. When you want something in your life, right? Take a blank sheet of paper. At the bottom, write where you are. Write down, this is where you are. That's at the base. At the very top of the paper, write out where you want to be. In the middle, break down the steps to get there. Each step, break it down. And as you come across it, cross it out. This becomes your map, your destination, where you're trying to get to. You cannot get to any place if you don't know how to get there. There's no map for it. Then create it. Because your vision of your life, that's for you. The work you do. If it's of God, that's for God. And yes, don't get caught up in this stuff either. Yes, not everything and not everybody is sent by God. But if you believe in him, if you trust him, everything and everyone will be used by God. God doesn't call to qualify, my love. He qualifies the call. So it doesn't matter what you've done or where you've been. You'll be used anyway. Because that's his will and that's his nature. Y'all be blessed. About to go ahead and get this workout. I'm going through a period of manifested change in my life. I'm manifesting change. And rather than write a long post, I decided to videotape y'all today. Like, hey, what up? What's going on? How you doing? I am Terrill Ross. Y'all be blessed. Have an amazing day today. Whatever you do. This is motivation.